Meet everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene, and yes, today is the 24th of 2018 of March, and we got some possible flurries coming Sunday. It doesn't show any appreciable snowfall, so I wouldn't worry about it at this point. Anyway, so here's the deal. However, starting from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, you're going to be seeing temperatures that are going to be quite nice to be outside and maybe enjoy some early or late March, early April enjoyment of some nice warm chairs. You can get out your lawn furniture. In addition to that, of course, I don't have Easter's information here, but if I'm seeing what I'm seeing here, I think we're going to have a fairly nice Easter this year, so don't get too upset about that. Speaking of nice, I have been watching some reports by Louis Rossman doing a demonstration of how moisture can affect modern day electronics. For example, he showed a Bitcoin miner that somebody had placed in front of an air conditioner and rusted the bloody hell out of it. He also showed what happens if Coca-Cola spills on your motherboard. He also showed what regular tap water does when it spills on your motherboard. And lastly but not leastly, he showed what distilled water does when it spills on your motherboard. Well, the last one particularly is of interest because I was thinking is, what happens when, if, you know, it's humid outside, the humidity is like 90% to 100% humidity, it's sticky, you're drippy, and everything's hot and moist. How does that affect electronics? Especially, could that destroy electronics too? And I really did not think about that until I realized if it's going to destroy electronics, it's going to really hammer it. Okay, why? Because electronics, their circuit boards are so close today, they're closer than a human hair. Let's get this phone comfortable. Okay, that's better. They're closer than a human hair in some devices, and they're very easy for a drop of moisture to get between the two traces and begin the process of electrolyzing and then turning that and let's start to strip off the coatings on the tin plating on the contacts. After all, most component wires are made out of metal. They're made out of steel. Okay, it's just that they're tin plated so that they can make electrical connections. So if that's the case, that the connections tin plating is gone, the iron underneath will rust. As he demonstrated in less than 10 minutes of being exposed to distilled water, Coca-Cola destroyed it really quick, and regular New York City tap water didn't exactly make the board fare any better. So, that makes you think, right? Well, what about if you're doing videos on YouTube using your cell phone outside? And we're not even talking being near sea. And that means that your phone's electronics are going to be exposed to regular, everyday atmospheric moisture that can still destroy your phone. Wow. Is there any kind of way to protect your phone from that? Well, yes, there is ways. They're called conformal coatings. You could actually, after the circuit boards are made and the pick and place machine places all the chips in place and solders in place, you could spray a very thin layer of conformal coating on the board to seal it from moisture, and that's what I would have done. Except, of course, as Mr. Colson's lab points out, then you have to deal with another nasty problem. That is, if you want to replace those parts, you got to get the conformal coating off. Good luck. And depending on what it is, it may be very toxic to breathe in fumes, or it might just be almost like trying to do more damage to remove it than it would if you just leave it on the board anyway and throw the board in the garbage. That's something to think about. hey, look, guys, let's be honest, okay? We live in an age of modern electronics. We have boards that are very small. We have boards that basically things like inside very small devices like hearing aids or even wristwatches or, of course, iPhones. These circuits are really, really packed really close together. So, yes, that is a problem. How would that affect things like less densely packed things, say like audio equipment? Well, let's talk about what the damage is done and why it's done, and then we can go on from here. We're talking about moisture crossing two traces. The two traces now, because there's most everything, even tap water, even distilled tap water, has resistance. It just has more resistance instead of less. Okay? If you have all that resistance, any voltage going between the two circuits, it's going to begin to eat through everything. Especially since modern electronics, the battery can produce enough current to easily make electrolysis quite easily. Okay? So, that's a question of what do you do now? Well, I don't know. Just prepare to realize that you're going to have, if you have a hot, sticky, humid day, it's going to probably destroy your motherboard because of just the atmospheric moisture. How's the eyes doing? I haven't talked about those lately. Well, my right eye is actually doing better. And I'm able to get more carefully. I've learned how to get the eye drops more into my eye than on my eye. So now my eyes the eye drops are beginning to do their jobs in my right eye, and my right eye is beginning the process of clearing out. You can see it more with the glasses than without the glasses that the eye is clearing. It is definitely making some progress in a positive light. The left eye is clear, so that's a plus. Are we having a live stream on Sunday? Yes, we are. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And we will be covering a variety of topics, including some topics I'm sure no one really thought about. Including some things I wanted to discuss based on Peter Schiff, which is an economist, about our house of credit cards. Oh, yeah, you think that, of course, is just me. No, that affects a lot of people. We'll discuss that on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Be ready for an education that you will probably find quite inspiring and quite useful. Okay, guys, then for night now, because my 10 minutes is about up. We'll talk to you soon. Okay? Bye-bye.